over.
Yeah.
Too low to get under.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Just give me some.
Yeah. Huh?
Get over.
He said, "Give me some."
What version of Michael Jackson song you singing? But that ain't it.
That was the dirty version.
That was the. Welcome back, fellas.
Hey, what's going on?
What it do?
We're gonna count this down.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Back on Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. How y'all guys doing? Welcome back. We got hits,
What's happening?
cuts, and the
Bruises.
and we are back for season 2, and we're ready to just shake it up a little bit and let y'all know that we still exist and we are ready to do this thing again. We got so much good love throughout the city and your city and our city and their city and everybody else's city. So that means that we here to stay. So what y'all think, guys?
It's been good. It's been a good year.
It's been a real good year.
Hey, so what we're going to do today on this show is this is our very first show of season 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys know that we appreciate you guys, and we're going to actually point you guys in the right direction on where we started to where we are now. And we're going to kind of just like, we're going to be all over the place. But if you're a fan of us, you will know where we're going. So if not, just go back. We're all on YouTube. Just go back and just,
Don't just go
cross reference.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Remember that was a crazy word. Last year we was trying to get, and man, you will know what episode that was. So here we go. Where y'all guys want to start at, guys?
Oh, I thought you was taking the driver.
I mean, one thing about a driver's seat is
The driver's seat.
one thing about a driver's seat, I can't crank up no car without the gas. Y'all guys are the gas and the engine. So this is what I think we should do. I think this is considered as a year of us starting. So here it is, a year to anniversary type stuff, and we're trying to keep it as current as we can. And I know y'all noticed that we're crispy clear. As you can see, we have actually came a long way, and we're putting so much in it to get the story out. And we're so happy to have us three together again. And we're here to give you everything that we got as usual.
That's right.
Definitely. And we still talking about pushing the envelope and giving you culture conversation. And we have this actually been kind of like the season of the podcast.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is we want to outlast the season. We want to show you that we're not just a trend or a fad. We're here to stay.
Tell them again now.
and it's all about the last man standing, and that's what we're here to do. It's not a fad for us. We're gonna catch these seasons. We're gonna be on every season. Watch.
You got that right.
Believe that.
I say, don't believe me, just watch.
That's real.
So I would definitely say for those who are tuning in for the first time, maybe they missed season 1.
Right.
They don't know who we are.
Right.
So let's do a introduction. So
Okay.
You want to kick that off?
Definitely. Season 1 really gave us an introduction of who we are. Here we are again. Season 2 still, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again until somebody able to tell us. And I am Cuts, but this is Hits. Hits gonna break down on why he's considered the hits of Hits, Cuts, and Bruises.
See how that nigga brought me out?
Hey,
how they did it on the Kings of Cotton.
That's
That nigga
right.
brought me out. Okay, for those that don't know me, I'm Hits. Reason I'm called Hits is because I'm a DJ. I've been DJing over 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through my whole catalog right now. You could go back and look at some of that. I mean, I've done some stuff. My discography, I mean, no music. My biography. I ain't gonna go through all of that. But I got a decent catalog. I've been doing it for quite some time, and I love what I do. I love music, and I love these guys as well. And I want to say thank you, and welcome back for season number 2. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna give you from the music aspect, from the lifestyle aspect, from health,
Politics,
mental health awareness, all of that type stuff. So stay tuned, and you'll get to know a little more about me. And I'm gonna throw it over to Bruises.
So, I am the Bruises of Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. So, the name is indicative of me being stubborn and hard-headed and,
brutally honest.
Yeah, it sometimes to a fault. And that's one of those things that if you don't want the truth, don't ask me. Please don't, because I might hurt your feelings, and you might be upset with me. But when I do one of these, then you're gonna love me. So that part of being the Bruises, I take that. I take that with a nice chip on my shoulder. But it doesn't come from a place of evil. It doesn't come from a place of malice. It comes from a place from the heart, because I really want people to understand and listen to what I'm saying if they're seeking my advice. So also with that, I do have my own YouTube channel. It's Ken's Questions. Y'all can also subscribe over there as well. I haven't done many shows over there, but I promise y'all they coming. I promise. So I have been getting questions about it. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the questions. But it is coming back. I promise you. So just coming soon. Y'all give me some grace. Now we're gonna kick it back over to Mr. Cuts.
All right, how you doing? We just told you Hits, Bruises, and now I'm Cuts, but it goes Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. I'm Cuts, and I formulate the name from Cuts is because of the fact that I'm going to give you not just barber cuts, because I'm known as a barber, but I have different cuts of life. And the different cuts of life, if you go through life in different stages and different cuts and different forms and different cloths, you're going to form me. I'm going to tell you some things that I have been through in different cuts, and that's why I'm the Cuts, because I break down life from a different lens.
He sure does.
So that's why. So we got the all different kind of flavors, and that's what creates a great show. And we're creating a great show with great flavors and great different. We sending you in great different directions. At the end of the day, it comes back around to us. Mm-hmm. So that's what I am. I'm Cut.
I got something I want to say. How about we do this, right? And I know we got an itinerary and all that. I know that kinetic. But how about we just give them a brief description or tell them real quick how we came together.
How this came together? Yeah.
For those that are just tuning in for the first time.
Absolutely.
Let's just.
Yeah.
But also, can I just interrupt? I'm interrupting just for just a second.
Shit.
There's a couple people that aren't here. Those individuals help us look good. Those individuals help us with the way we look.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So I definitely want to shout out to Mr. Randy, PIP Visions, tennertree.com/HCB. Go get your merch, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, aprons. We got it all. So y'all go over there.
He keep us
keep us fresh. This is all from tennertree.com/HCB. The raw shirts are in a separate section of the website, but they are available under the PBC collection. So make sure y'all go on, copy merch. In addition to that, our editor,
that's right,
Mr. Varsky. So he is the one. Yeah, he is the and Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. He's the one that all of the creative cuts and scenes that y'all see, a lot of the shorts that are done. Make sure y'all go to his channel. It's Varsky DeJalis. We'll go ahead and actually have that link in the actual. Yes. That way y'all can follow him because he is extremely creative. And he also has his own YouTube channel that we want y'all to go and follow as well. So let's go ahead and continue with that story.
Okay. You want to start off, Spank?
Yeah.
Cause you
We can. I can start off.
yeah, you had
The thing is how did we start this? It was just an idea, and the idea was like, okay, we want to actually have a simulcast. We want to have a platform that people can just go to and get the truth and the real and feel like they're really connected to the people that's on the show. So what we did is the people that you see here now, the story behind how God put us together is really like no other. And I actually, first of all, I'm sort of like a content creator / artist / all this stuff on my doodling time. And I talked to DJ Timo about it, and he was like, yeah, he cool, you know what I'm saying? He said, let's do it. You know, one thing I can say about DJ Timo is he's one of the most laid back dudes I know. It's like, if you know him, it's really like you never see this guy sweat. Like if it's a task, or something, he'll be like, okay, we can do that. And I'm like, can we? Yeah, we can. So what Timo did was he was like, yeah, but if it's just me and you, we need a little bit more. And then I'll pass it to you, tell him how we need a little bit more.
Okay, so what happened was Spanky reached out to me. I never thought in a million years of doing a podcast. For one, I'm usually DJing. I'm busy DJing. If I'm not DJing, I'm usually with my family. So I didn't know what a room or a time would come in for that. So I kind of questioned that at first. I was like, Spanky, I don't know. So then I'm going to fast forward. I ended up doing a wedding. And Kenneth actually showed up to the wedding. I'm inside DJing. You know, I see him outside the window. He looking through the window. Matter of fact, it was the building on Flagler.
Yeah.
What's the name? I can't think of it.
It's just on Flagler. Y'all know
it's a nice,
very nice venue.
So, Kinetic looking through the window, and I'm looking back like, you know, what's up? So he came in, and you know, I'm gonna tell a little bit of story that I'm gonna let him take off too. But what happened was, you know, we ended up hanging out. I'm gonna tell my version. We ended up hanging out the whole wedding. He didn't sit down. I'm DJing. We throwing ideas and just talking and joking. You know, shooting the shit the whole wedding, and we had fun. It was a great time. So I'm gonna let him tell his version, and then he could throw it back, and then I'll tell you how it bubbled together. But you could tell.
So after the actual wedding, which also I'm gonna throw in, I was not supposed to be at that wedding because they had already had the venue was already full, and I called. Shout out to Joy, Joy Walker. No, not. I'm sorry, Joy Shaw. That's her maiden name. But they were having a vow renewal, and it was a beautiful ceremony. So all of a sudden later on, Tori was like, "You still do your show on Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah, I do it. I still do it." He was like, "Oh, because you know I was we were thinking about getting together and doing a podcast." I was like, "That's nice." You know, I kind of didn't get that they wanted me to be involved, but even once he even got to the point where he was asking me, I was kind of like, no. I do my own thing. I don't need anybody else, so it's just me. But also, I'm gonna throw it back to her. But then I got another part about this one right here. But go ahead.
So after the whole vow renewal, my head went to I'm leaving the renewal, and I'm thinking about what Spanky. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about what Spanky told me about the podcast, and I'm like, shit. You know, Kenneth would be the perfect. Cause me and Spank, we grew up kind of together, hooping together. We not the same person, but we got some of the same ideas, and you know, we grew up around each other. I say, you know what? Kenneth would be the perfect. He not gonna agree.
At all.
And the thing is, I know Kenneth very well as well. You know, I kind of grew up in their house getting haircuts with his younger brother. Everywhere his younger brother used to be, I used to be. So I know him very well, know the family very well. So I know Kenneth. And I say to myself, you know, he could be
that bridge.
Yeah. He not going to agree with excuse my friend, what the fuck we saying. You know, if it's not how he feel.
No.
So you can't have a show, in my opinion, or you know, a panel, so to speak, with everybody agreeing.
Yeah, we gotta.
That's gonna be boring.
Disagree.
Right. So, and I know even at the Valerie Noir, you know, he's brutally honest. Let me just say that. I ain't gonna say what we discussed, what you know we chuckled about, what we saw, but he's brutally honest. So immediately, you know, I got a little brain thing going. I say, let me hit Spank up. You know, I say, Spank, you know Kenneth Adams, right? You know, no, not really. I say, shit.
I gotta try hard.
You know, I say, well, check this out. You know, I know him. I say, and I'm a vouch for him. I say, if we link up, you know, I think it'll be a good, you know, formulation of good chemistry. Yeah. So he was like, well, you know, maybe I can meet him, and I say, well, we gotta put it together, you know. So let's set up a time where we can all meet and let's see, you know, how it could work out, you know. So I'm gonna say, so I know y'all probably got stuff y'all want to say,
go ahead.
But I'm gonna throw my opinion out there of what it would have been, and it's probably Spanky opinion too. He you know, and if it would have been just me and Spanky on the show, I'm gonna just be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it would have been a shit show. It you know, the time and having things together, that's connected. He has the everything formatted. He's that person.
Got structure.
I'm structured, but not that structured. Spanky don't give a fuck. You know, I'm just being honest. So if it were me and Spanky on the show, we probably have shit everywhere. You see how beautiful this look right here? We could credit that to Kinetic and Lavarsky. You feel me? Me and Spanky not touching none of this shit. None of production. You know, production getting put together. We got them twiddling our thumbs talking about other shit. So if he wouldn't have been a part of Hits, Cuts, and Bruises, I'm just gonna say it probably would have been a failure. You know, I'm just gonna be. It would have been honest, because I'm sure both our patients would have wore out when it come to the logistics side of things, and we would have tore some shit up. We probably would have tore all our equipment up, and you know,
we probably still be getting Amazon packages.
Well, our wives would have been laughing at it like we told you that shit wasn't going. We told you know. So I just want to say, you know, and Bruises he is. So that's another reason he's Bruises, because like I say, he's brutally honest, but he makes us a whole. The chemistry's perfect.
Good job.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
have said
Thank
enough.
you.
Absolutely.
So,
I'll piggyback on that before you get into your spiel.
Go ahead.
Is the thing about how we connected is it was all out of our control. We was put together for a reason, and as you see our page, we reached out to over 10,000 viewers or whatever. We did our first season over 24 clips of shows and stuff like that. Having fun, we putting content together, commercials. You said it. The chemistry is incredible, and it's something we a lot of stuff we was doing impromptu to the point we were so good at. If you see the early ambiance of our shows and stuff, the growth, man, we grow tremendously.
Well, it wasn't just a show. We actually started hanging out. We
growed but we built a bond that was actually bigger than the show. We actually, you know, you have coworkers and people work together. They actually don't like each other, but we really like each other.
Yeah. They come to my events, vice versa.
Yeah,
you know, we support each other, so it's all love.
So we have had all kind of curveballs thrown at us about the show. Yeah. We had people that's trying to connect themselves with our show, but we all saw different. We believed in ourselves and we believed in our team. And one thing about anything that you do is believe in. You have to have a team. team is no I in team. Nobody has an ego or anything. That's what's the greatest thing about us. But he's gonna Connecticut Bruises gonna tell y'all like
about your funky ass.
Yeah. This all beginning.
So keep in mind, I'm like, I already got my own shit. I don't really need another person, let alone 2 other people. But in addition to that, my shows, I've always primarily done them with women because I need that back and forth, and I also need that extreme difference of opinion in a lot of topics. So I get a phone call, and he's like, I saw your little show.
Jamal.
I said 400,000 times. The most insulting word in the English language is little. I don't care what you say. You can call me bitch, hoe, fuck, nigga, whatever you want to call me. You cannot call me little. They don't have nothing with me being 5'4". I don't care about that part. I've gotten used to that a long time ago. Yeah. But I was just kind of like, whoa. But he didn't stop there. He was physically saying little by the number. And, he was like, well, you got what you asked for. You asked God to give you a little show with a little reach for little people doing little things and little topics. And it took me, I'm talking about he bruised me. I was like, I had to sit down and talk to my therapist about that. But he was right. He was so correct. And he was, that's why we really and truly, we are God-fearing people. God absolutely guides all of our steps. So whether you're religious or not, whatever your calling is, whoever you pray to, continue to pray to them. We're not here for that. But just know that we believe, and in addition to that, he continues to take care of us and proves it over and over again by saying, you guys are doing the right thing. And each time that we like, let's see, we put it out there and it sticks. Mm-hmm. People they like it when
the numbers don't lie.
It doesn't. When I'm telling y'all, if somebody walks up to me and they just say, hey, I like your show, I'm like, thank you.
That's mean.
That's big. Yeah. That's big because they don't have to,
Well, I told you about my event.
Yeah.
I'm DJing the event.
They ain't saying nothing about you mixing and cutting and scratching.
This dude had no clue about my DJ. And it threw me for a curve. He came up to me, he was like, hey, man, I seen you on the show. I said, the show? He said, yeah, the podcast. His cousin Bruce. I was like, oh, yeah.
So,
I was like, because I'm in my zone. Yeah, man, you guys are great, man. You doing this and that. I love it. I follow you guys. Tell my friend. I'm like,
okay.
Hey. Tell them the first thing you do after something like that happens.
Yeah, I got to put up the QR
code. Bro. You know what I'm saying? We got QR codes thanks to Pimp Vision. We got everything that for promotion. We got everything that's possible for you guys to get to us. You know what I mean? There's no excuses. We in this thing for the long haul. There's no situation that you're gonna ever like go to YouTube and we're not there. We always there.
Right.
That's our address. Facebook is doing good. They're actually right behind YouTube and then Instagram, and then we actually doing TikTok now. Wherever y'all want to find, we on Spotify. Yeah. You name it, man. We anywhere you can find us. You no excuse.
He's being humble, but he's missed the 31,000 on TikTok. So he
and what they're talking about is 31,000 is we actually did a show about
that was Mike Hensley's show.
Mike Hensley's show, and we had a short about a segment. What we'll do from time to time is we will show you what you miss, and it's our responsibility to flood y'all with us. It's your responsibility to go and check. That's easy. We ain't asking y'all for no dollars, nothing like that. We want you to like it and go check and tell us about it. And one thing I like about this mission, this path that we've been on, when we actually see fans or whatever, or people that know of the show or whatever, it's not like we thought it was going to be people critiquing us. They're actually like telling us how much they like it, and that comes good because we just got 1 year under our belt now.
That's it.
And man, I thought it was going to be a bunch of critique. We should do it like this. We should do it like that. Everybody's just showing all good love.
A lot of love.
A lot of love.
Yeah.
And
A lot of calls.
We thank y'all for that, because that proves that we're doing the right thing. You know, y'all could be doing anything, but y'all watching us, and we appreciate that. You know, those of you that just took that few seconds to hit that subscribe button, we would love more. But just anybody who is a subscriber, down in the comments, let us know. Say happy anniversary so we can know you're actually watching. That helps out with the algorithm. And in addition to that, make sure you share the show out. If you're a subscriber of ours, go ahead and share that show out for us. So,
and we all, one thing that we take pride in though, we don't pay the bots. We are actually all organic. We almost up to 300 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? They're all legitimate. They're real people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's big. Hey, sometimes you have to wait on the prize. And that's what we're doing it. One thing about organic, it's supposed to digest better. And that's what we're doing. We're digesting our people in a correct fashion. No bots.
At all.
Trust, for real. Everything is real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, you know, those individuals that chose that path, that's on them. We really and truly, like I said, we are guided by him upstairs. And you can't cheat at this. You can't, you just can't. And like Jesus said, you can't cheat on life. You can't. Take the long road and then you'll be rewarded. That's all it is, nothing more than that. So if y'all have, this also, if y'all have any ideas for shows, now I'm gonna put this out there. If you want to be a guest on the show, please have a reason. Please be somebody that is doing something in the community. Please have a positive outlook, because it's our reputation as well. Mm-hmm. So just know that. And going into that, our guests that we have had on the show, thank you. Definitely. And
another fram that we're thinking about visiting. Matter of fact, we have been in conversation with it. Is we're actually like for small businesses or whatever, we can work something out so we can, per show or whatever, you can get a small little ad or whatever promoting your business, your location, your phone number, and what you do. That works in volumes. And just think, we did like last show, we did it like every show. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna definitely see our growth from season to season. Last year, anybody that could get promoted got promoted.
Absolutely.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? And listen, you win, we win. That's how we see it. Hey, the order to get a blessing gotta be a blessing. We about that.
Every time.
Facts.
So, hey, one other thing that I want to say is, if you feel like you getting you caught up in our show while you're watching or whatever, could just go ahead and push the like and subscribe button first. Because sometimes, I actually talked to some people that I got so caught up, they act like it was a time limited. I forgot. You know what I mean? But that does a good thing for the algorithms and stuff like that. That lets YouTube knows that we actually have a support system, and it logs it, and that's good for us. And at the end of the day is we want you guys, not just West Palm Beach 561 or whatever, to be proud of us. We want the work. We stepping out of our town. We We want to go. We want to step out of our comfort zone. We want the world. We got New York behind us. We got Baltimore. We got North Carolina. We got Jersey. Man, we got some people behind us now. You know what I mean? And it's gonna get better and better. And that's all we want. Like I said the first time, all organic. One thing about organic is it's true.
Absolutely. So let's get into some. I got a couple questions.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh shit.
So the question goes to actually both of y'all. Okay, and Toro, I asked you first. What was your favorite show and why from last season?
Man.
You know, he tried. He had like he tried.
We had a lot of good shows though. But I'm gonna tell you that all of them were fun. All of them was informative. I'm gonna be honest. I probably like the on a serious note. I probably like the T. Reed show.
Yeah.
The most.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Just because of him getting out there, how much support he give back to the community, and you know he grew up right there.
Yeah.
So you
True
know,
story.
yeah, true story. And for a serious note, I would pick that one. But to probably my favorite, maybe. Damn.
We already know.
I ain't gonna say the magic.
Yes, yes. Why not? Boy, if y'all go back to that show, Magic is titled Magic. I believe in magic. Boy,
They get heavy on my
fun. You know, Magic heavy on his heart.
Love
We ain't
it.
gonna go into that. We'll be there 30, 40 minutes.
Look back and check that show out, man. Hilarious. Big hilarious.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
We
It was
cried.
fun. Yeah, we was in there crying.
We
there.
cried.
That was
laughing,
hilarious.
That was a fun show.
man. Mine was like on a serious note was a good one with I liked it Greg Eaton's Eat Cake show.
Yeah.
The reason why, because as far as a lot of people has reached their calling and everything they have done, you know, it's not easy to actually be a part of your calling and actually do it. It's not actually easy to get a job and like your job every day, waking up, getting in the morning, going to the job. One thing I like about Greg is is a man of many talents. We all know Greg just for cooking and stuff like that, but I'm talking about somebody that's spiritual and super deep, which is entail with his life and his deliverance on how he see life and stuff like that. Man, that's kind of, I'm gonna say, you know, by far he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he had an awesome prayer that really kind of, it was really big deal. It really
started it off right off.
Yeah,
Yes,
stuff like
yes.
that. Stuff like that enriches our show and give us. Some people, you know, one thing about what the man upstairs says is, you be ashamed of me in public and praise me in private. That's something that he's not gonna appreciate. He wants you to praise him in public and private.
Yeah.
And one thing I like about Greg is that guy, I don't think his calling is, I'm not taking nothing from cooking. God gave him that talent too.
Yeah.
But man, that
When
man,
that church open.
that man got that word in him.
church
That man
open.
got that word in him though, really. And then my funniest one to me was when I think it was maybe it might have been show 4 or 5. We had a conversation about the with turbo breakdancing. And this old fool, he older than us. He told us that it was a damn strain when
to the
Turbo
broom.
hooked to the broom, me and T, we younger than him. We ain't never seen no damn string.
I never saw the string.
Man, so if you ever seen the movie Breaking,
That's 80 shit though. That's
with Turbo dancing in front of the store when he had a job with the broom and he was holding the
was
thing.
smooth.
Whoa! And when you want to see some comical stuff, when we all three of us was just laughing, crying, it was the craziest, man. You talking about enduring a podcast and actually having fun doing it?
Well, the thing
Man,
is,
that's-
it's like you said, ain't nothing scripted. We don't
yeah.
write down
Yeah.
No.
sit here and hey, this is
Yeah, nah. Because we all work, we all have jobs, and everybody kind of micromanage you, and we want you to do this. You have a job. When you come here, you can let your hair down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We actually let our hair down, let our spirits flow, and from our mouth to your ears, power the tongue, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
Well,
I got to answer.
No. I'm finna transition into that.
Oh.
No look past like magic.
Oh, okay.
So what was your Connecticut? What was your most serious show plus your funniest show?
Okay. I'll just say my favorite show. Then I give you another one. But my favorite show was a show that we were not in. It was our kids. So that was our absolute
That's what's up.
favorite show.
Great. Who's doing that?
Because it was the fact that it was all of our adult kids. It was at a time where my son had just graduated from Florida State, and we were moving him to New York. So just hit his schedule. In addition to trying to get your daughters there, and trying to get your kids there.
So my son.
Yeah, it
worked out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it worked out incredibly. So logistics.
And it had two parts.
Two parts. Yeah.
A segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was absolutely my favorite because it was meant to be. All just have
Rap for us.
Yeah.
They was all laced in their hits. Cut.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was,
wonderful.
Pumping tap water.
And you just feel that pride from your children.
That was awesome.
That's a good.
Yeah.
One.
I haven't seen nobody else do that.
No.
Nobody. And one thing about it, we came up in an era of breakdancing and biting and stuff like that. Hey, hey, y'all can bite
Look out
off.
for it. Look out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can bite off.
That was a good one though. That was a good one.
What about
So, like I said, that was my favorite. But as far as seriousness, I have to say the Mike Hensley episode.
Okay.
I'm a little biased, that's my folks. But when you break down his relationship with his kids, and you can see that was something that he was very serious about. And I'm a hands-on father, so I feel exactly how great that was. And he was one of those individuals that, like I said, he poured into my son. He really and truly did. A lot of y'all kids out there, he's either coached, he don't want state championships for Dwyer, like this one here. But those are things that essentially we have, and that's your favorite word. That's why I threw it in there.
That's what it should. Yeah. Shit got serious. Stop. Essentially, go that word again. And if you're a big fan of us, if you can count last season how many times
said
this man
essentially?
said essentially, we got $1,000 for you.
Shit, we gotta count it to make sure they right.
It's a lot. They come with a big 85. That's it. 85 times.
But that was just one of those things that it really touched my heart.
Yeah,
and the fact that he gives back to the community in every aspect of his life. If he at the school, he working with his foundation. If he with his family, that man constantly giving back. And I gotta tip my hat to him. So that was my favorite.
Mike. All right. So that's y'all we went in a full circle in a nutshell as far as our old shows and what we appreciate.
We did a lot of shows.
We did. We actually did, and we was talking about it today. we got actually 24.
No, it's 29.
29.
Yeah.
29.
29 shows.
29 shows for you guys to, if you're not up on them already, you can catch up now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's pretty. And you know what? And it was not only just motivated with us, it was motivated by you guys.
Yeah.
Because y'all kept pushing the envelope like, hey, man, give us some more, man.
Yes.
Y'all good.
Yes.
Not only that, you know, for the guests that we had on the show to give up their time and
Yes.
come, because it's not just a wham bam for those at home that
right.
don't know.
That's right.
Kinetic put together a whole. It's you guys don't
Dream
see what's
team.
going on.
Dream team, yeah.
It's like 50 people back there working shit.
Yeah.
And Kinetic,
Mike Brinson. Terry Johnson.
it's like a production. So when they come and sit with us for these episodes or segments or however you want to say it, sometimes they have to wait until we get things together or logistics together or the different things.
Yeah, Lolly what? Lolly was what? 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, you know, we did 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So let me shout out to Lolly too.
Yes.
Listen, we did the first episode with him. Lolly was having so much fun. Lolly was like, shit, I'm gonna stay for the next episode.
Yeah.
I want
We
to
had
be a part of
actually
it.
live audience and everything. Yeah. We actually wanna. This is what was actually fun is I may add is we actually do commercials as well. And the Chad and the Fred competition was very fun.
That was pretty
It was very fun. And what we did, if you don't know, Chad Scott is he's our first guest that went over one. He went over 1K as far as views.
Yeah.
So what we did was we implied a competition with Fred Brown. He's a guy that has his own escort business.
Executive limousine service.
Excuse me.
There are no whores and hookers.
You a prostitute.
With
You gonna get them locked.
Absolutely.
The feds coming, Fred. Watch out.
My bad, I'm put Chad on you. So what we did was we created a kind of a family competition. We're amongst brothers. And it was amazing.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and it was actually like a mini series. You know what I mean? Chad, we had a victory interview as a boxer.
That was hilarious.
And we actually found Chad trying to puncture out Fred tires
With a bottle opener.
with a wine bottle opener. So it's crazy. And we're gonna actually push the envelope for season 2 is get into different skits as well, because we want to show you guys that we're not a one trick pony. We can do more than what we actually having fun with it. So we actually, if we haven't got with you from people who hadn't made season 1, we have a prestige list for season 2.
What type of list?
Prestige.
Yeah.
I learned that in I was in the 4th grade. I was 7th grade reading class, and
Oh Lord!
so I was recruited as one of the top readers in River Beach.
Magic.
You know, so prestige. So we got a prestigious list that's coming up as far as with the next guest.
Yes.
And whatever we're gonna do some of the same things but better, because we are better.
Yeah, and some of your favorites are coming back.
Yeah.
So, don't forget that part.
Part 2.
Yeah, they get additional shows.
And we actually we had an opportunity last season to have music greats. That's his department, with Triple J and Head from Splat Pack, which was great. That was fun. Man, I mean, this season right now we're gonna have more fun. You know what I mean? The world today needs fun.
Yes.
No politics, no bullshit, no politics. Fun. And that's what we own. We trying to, like, if you can come to our YouTube station and get a laugh or get some information or learn something that you didn't know, we did our job.
I agree.
You got that right.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
All right. And so we are Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. We on Facebook. We on Instagram. We on Spotify. We on
everything.
We on all social networks. You know what I'm saying? We are. And if it's any more that comes out,
We're gonna be on that shit.
We're gonna be on that shit. Definitely. And another thing too, get your merch.
So we're gonna be on Twitch in a minute.
There you go. Get your merch. We got hats. We got hoodies.
We got everything. Aprons, drawers, toothbrushes.
Yeah,
Whatever the hell you want,
definitely.
you can get it.
And we actually have a online site that you can go on. It's Tenetry. You go Tenetry / Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. HCB.
Yes.
And if you're real nice, we have a friends and family 10% off code to somebody that's real nice.
Introducing the official Hits, Cuts, and Bruises podcast online store, exclusively on Tenetry.com. Show your love for your Hits, Cuts, and Bruises fans by rocking our stylish, high-quality merchandise. From hats, t-shirts to hoodies, we got you covered. Just head over to Tenetry.com /HCB to browse our exclusive collection. Order now and get ready to be part of the Hits, Cuts, and Bruises podcast family.
I'm nice. You gonna give me that code?
Got it. So keep supporting.
So for the holidays, maybe we might throw that out though.
Yeah.
I'll discuss that because why not? You know, if okay, let's do it like this then. Let's do it like this then. For everyone, because this gonna determine if they watch us.
Yeah.
So anybody who's gotten to this point in the show, you have to comment down below that you want the merch code. That's all you got to put. I want the merch code. I will send it to you.
And let them know that's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. So you got to watch it. Of course, you got to be at this point the episode in order to even know that this exists. So we'll see who actually watching us.
That makes sense.
That make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
Why not give out a reward for paying attention to us?
That's organic again.
Yeah.
We on this truth.
That's it.
Nothing scripted. You're liable to see anything on our show.
For real.
Shit, look, we're in a different background today, right?
Yeah, hey, we got places, Brian. We don't. Hey, one thing about it, we got places that we can film at. Mm-hmm. We actually have last season. We actually have been on the road.
The beach.
We have been
at the concert.
We have been to Karen White concert. T-Mo did the actual music and all that, man.
Selena Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Don't say Selena Johnson in front of Fred Brown. Oh, he was going crazy. Oh,
Trick Daddy
Trina was there. Triple J.
Yeah. Also shout out to T-Mo the singer. I'm sorry. Chemo. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's from Tampa.
Yeah, he's from Tampa.
Okay.
It's Chemo to sing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about dude. Dude
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah,
He was
Chemo.
pretty good. Yeah, he
You
was pretty good.
keep doing it. That guy is gonna make it.
He did a nice show.
He is definitely gonna make it. He's
That was fun. I did the sound for pretty much everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I add that to my bio. See.
You did. Karen White. She gave it. She
She's
actually got some
She's
gear.
a Grammy.
She actually
award.
got gear.
So is Selena Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Changing faces with her.
Yeah.
Who it was somebody. It was another. Who was the guy that was dancing?
The R&B. Man, he was from West Palm.
Michael Sterling.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Michael Sterling.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was good.
Yeah, he was real good.
And that was old school reunion.
Old school reunion. Once again, shout out to Lale and Darren.
What, 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all also came down to the one with Miss Chalet as well.
Yeah.
Miss Chalet, Vivian Green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we will travel. You know what I mean? In the case maybe we have, but actually we got a home base as well too, and we actually have, like we say, we have live audiences when we have at our home base. One of our favorite live guys is Snoop.
Shout out to Snoop.
Snoop Dogg. Hey, Snoop will had a lot of
George
them,
the Painter.
That's right.
Yes.
G
Yes.
the Painter.
Yes.
He's
between Snoop and Chad Scott, man, biggest is our biggest supporters, man.
Yeah, Dale there.
Yeah. Rondell. Yeah. Actually, they actually in our business.
Charles.
Yeah. Yo, man. Woo, crazy Charles.
I just see your wife.
Yeah. And one thing about it is he's soon, but me and this guy is married. And the one thing about it, none of this stuff is possible without our wives.
Thank you for the
my,
support.
my wife supports
Thank
the
you,
hell
ladies.
out of the show.
My
Thank
His
you.
wife,
Every
yes,
Yeah.
and
she critique it like, hey,
definitely, it's the times when in the beginning, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. In the beginning, it was a time that when in the beginning you would probably see it. I was straight blasting on the show, like we was in that thing.
that nigga was wasted.
White
White boy wasted.
And we have this thing with our production team and our crew, our actually company. Hits, Cuts, and Bruises is actually a LLC, is a company.
Yeah.
And it was one time I did a show and I got called to the principal office, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, you
when
don't want that
when you working with one respected brothers, and the growth in me compared to what I used to be to who I am now is amazing. Yeah. I actually got called to the principal. I was like, look, Spank, you got to cut out you got to do this, you got to do that. And I took it with a grain of salt because I want to be better.
Yeah,
I want to be better. You know what I mean? And it's the first time in my life I can actually say I took criticism and ran with it. Mm-hmm. And to anybody in life, sometimes people can see you when you can't see yourself.
Yeah.
And I took it like that, and I think it helps me tremendously. I have been a better podcast guy since. You know what I mean?
It was just a level of professionality.
Yeah.
You know, we like to have fun. We like to sniggle and giggle, but you're putting out a product, and you're only as good as the product that you put out.
Yep.
You know, it's. I've been in the principal's office. It's not fun, but it's only to make everyone around you and the show better. You know, if you either learn from it or you continue to make the same mistakes and you put out a shitty product, and then people don't watch you. So that's what yeah, like you say, numbers don't lie.
You know,
you want to find out the hard way, then you know, like it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to conclude. Well, how are we on time?
We good.
Okay. One thing
we got about 10 minutes.
Okay. One thing that I want to really interject with, like Ken said, we're gonna have repeat offenders that's coming on the show. What that means is sometimes it's either you got more going on than what you had when you was here, which is a great thing, or sometimes you just can't get it all out when you was here the first time.
Right.
And myself, I actually have a story to tell part 2.
Absolutely.
Yes. And
he did a commercial. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a story to tell part 2 about mental and physical health that I actually went through myself. I actually had a health scare. This is my first show since the actual health scare, and my guys supported me through the whole thing, and this is healthy for me. Mm-hmm. And I love you guys for just like being on me as brothers. Blood couldn't make us closer because blood don't mean anything but what it's called. Exactly. Blood. And I'm getting back to myself. I'm feeling good about it. The spirit is everything. Love what you got. And one thing what people need to understand is listen to your body. We are older guys now at this time. He's a lot older than us.
A whole lot.
But we can't do some of the same things. So you have to actually listen to your body. And I have I'm gonna just tell you guys all about it. You know what I mean? To the point that if you're not sharing your progress and your transgression as a person, you're doing the whole world a disservice. God wastes a lesson on you if you're not sharing it. Mm-hmm. And I choose to share it. My dude was he wears a lot of hats. He was very happy that I called him and told him I was ready to share. My guy, he's a silent killer. When I told him, he was like, damn right. That's all. I don't know if you've seen this show on on the internet. He's a man with just short words, but you can't tell when he's hurting, whatever, but he's going to be the first one to help you, You see that shit. That's him, Timo. But I say that to say this is if we can't help you in life, our show is doing a disservice. Period. You know what I mean? Some people doing it for monetary stuff like that, or likes or shares. We are not. We doing it to help or save a life.
Yeah.
In this particular situation, with mine, I hope I can save a life. Man, I hope I can save. I'll talk about my homeboy, your homeboy,
Yeah.
your homegirl, your whatever y'all call your home girlies, whatever,
Besties.
your besties, anything. If I can give you anybody anything, you know, cause my experience was real, man.
Y'all, you got. Let me just say, I've heard the story. You gotta hear the story.
Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. You know, it's something that everybody should hear. Any adult should hear, cause it could be you.
Right.
And you know, he probably could give you some telltale signs and things of that nature. But it's a deep story.
Yeah.
So when that it's coming,
Yeah.
you know, and I'll let him tell it. That's his testimony. But you definitely should tune in. And I'm not saying that I know my opinion is biased, because I bleed hits, cuts, and bruises. But
For sure.
it's definitely worth listening to. Trust me, it's something that's touching.
So on that, I'm a big fan of thanking people. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm gonna go down our actual list of guests. In addition to that, there's people who are behind the scenes that y'all don't know. You might have seen them, and these are individuals that you don't even know they was even part of the show. So the first person I want to shout out is Courtney Roundtree, Big Shot Bullies. He does sell dogs. Everybody in Palm Beach know him, but that's one of my best homeboys. He helped me out with some equipment, and I really gotta say thank you, Tree.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
That's just something that came
We started
absolutely
from the bottom.
Yeah.
Now we're here. Thanks to you.
came from the heart.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hicks Cousin Bruises models. Of course, the lovely ladies, their wives, they model for me as well. My sister, my auntie, my sister Kimberly Adams, Pyramid Insurance, shout out. We have Portia Wilson out in Texas. She's one of my models. My little niece, Jordan, she's one of our models. We have Kicks. We have Dana. We have Kayla. We have no. I'm gonna get everybody. Mixed by Trey up in Atlanta. Happy. We got Lamont. Anybody that's bought merch and sent me pictures, I have posted those pictures. You might not be an official model, but you are definitely a model to me. Sean coming up. We got Grace coming up. So I want to thank y'all ahead of time, because y'all gonna be doing some stuff for me. Jay, Hermersa Designs, please follow her. She's one of my models. Tiffany, one of my she got a podcast coming out soon, because I'm gonna make sure it's coming out.
Oh yeah.
And congratulations on the nuptials as well.
Oh yeah.
So want to definitely give her a shout out. As far as our guests, T. Reed, wonderful show, man. Thanks
Great
for what you're doing in the community.
That's real.
Chef Boris.
Yes.
Make sure y'all go over to Georgia Maze, get you something to eat. He is open 7 days a week.
Hold on, I got
Go
some
ahead,
jerk
go ahead.
ribs coming. I promise. I just talked about it to them and my wife today. I got you, boys.
Next we have Chad Scott. Chad.
Homie.
100%.
Big dog.
You changed our show, and you actually changed our
Appreciate
lives as
it,
well.
man. Yeah.
Firehouse,
Great
shout out.
story. Yeah.
Of course, like I already said, Mike Hensley. Ballers Club, my brother Keith Adams, Rodney Stallings,
Wow.
this man over here,
Yeah.
Mr. Torrey Washington. Thank you guys so much. Our children.
Yeah.
So I will say Keon Adams, thank you so much from your daddy.
I'm gonna say L'Oreal Sheely and Devin Sheely. And one thing about my kids are they're it don't make no sense how y'all growing up, man. It's crazy. They adult, and I could be on all day talking about you guys, but keep showing up for us, and we're gonna keep showing up for you guys, and we really appreciate that y'all y'all can be doing anything that day. Y'all showed up for us. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all.
I want to say thank you to my daughters, Tori Washington and Yasmin Washington. I appreciate you. Love y'all to death. Thank you for showing up and giving your time.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was busy.
We was lucky to get them all.
Especially ones that
They actually had fun.
Yeah.
They actually had fun.
Early teens and early 20s,
yeah.
they grown. They ain't trying to be around no old.
They took over.
Yeah.
It was a takeover.
Yeah,
They
they definitely did it. Fred Brown, thank you so much.
Yeah, great job, Fred.
Excellent job. Hometown hero. We definitely appreciate you coming on. Triple J. Trip. Can't wait to get you back on the show, man. Papa Pill Challenge was incredible.
Oh yeah, Papa Pill Challenge.
All your albums that you've done, we really appreciate you.
Man, that nigga discography is a classic.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Nice.
Make sure y'all stream that.
Around the time,
Yeah,
that was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Man, one thing, we going down the list. We have some great shows that's coming up. Right now, we're giving the flowers from last season. But man, I'm so excited on what's coming up.
Hey, he naming the name. I'm over here like, damn. He got some more.
Yeah. So the next one is near and dear to my heart. James Uncle Head Harnett.
That's right.
That's my dog since the 7th grade. Splat Pack. Scrub the ground.
He's a Palm Beach
100% legend, worldwide legend.
Yeah.
You know, I promise you, I got people who never knew that I knew this individual that know his song like that. So all that Rick and Morty and all this, you know, all the internet rediscovering his songs. Special shout out, 50 years of hip hop for both of you guys. Celebrate. Congratulations. Also, Lolly. We support all your ventures. Yeah. You give back to community. You work in the community. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. Old School Reunion, April, Blackout. He ready.
He do events like nigga change clothes.
Hey, my advice to you, Lolly, is don't never fold or get discouraged, bro. I know sometimes things be because you uttered some things on the show about hindrance, and no matter what we do, especially when we're trying to express a vision, you're gonna have hindrance. And support comes a long way. And what happens, the story that I always tell people is the man upstairs and the man below is always playing tug of war with us. The man upstairs is always bragging on us. The man below is always trying to tell the man upstairs that he has better for you. And all they doing is the man upstairs telling like, not like I can. And you keep going, bro. Not like you can. Keep doing your thing. Don't get discouraged. Because one thing about kids, appreciation from kids don't lie. Basketball camps, this and that. I don't want to say I can care less about the grown people, but grown people got a mind of their own. But the kids, bro, that puts you above everything. Though. Yeah. Much love, Lolly, my homie.
Yes, sir.
And he does that basketball camp for free
for $0. Yeah. Once again, Greg Eating Cake restaurant coming soon. We'll definitely have him back for that as soon as it's open. Yeah. Palm Beach County's man that stays on TV. He on everything. I'm talking about it don't make no sense how many times this man is on TV every single Saturday and Sunday for different football commercials, for different movies. His IMDb is 50 pages long, Mr. Javon White.
Congratulations.
Absolutely, Javon. Thank you for blessing our show. Thanks for coming down.
I'm sure
you definitely going to be back. Absolutely be back.
And one thing I want to say about Javon is we actually had an opportunity to get as many people has seen him in his whole acting career. He actually came to the light with Hits, Cuts, and Bruises to the principal's office as well. And we love that guy so much to the point that sometimes in friends and family, you have to just really be on each other because you see that guy he's relentless with strips and
I want to say something to Javon too, right? And I ain't gonna discuss. We had a discussion a long time ago, and he know what I'm talking about, and I ain't gonna talk about it on on the show. It was some years ago, in the beginning of his career. So I just want to say thank you, because with his busy schedule, he makes it his business. If I'm at an event or a venue that he can make it to, he show up.
Yeah.
I'm holler at you.
Whether it's he there 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, he come up to, man, I knew you were gonna be here. I want to come through and check you out. And it's a handshake and a hug, and this on countless occasions.
Yeah.
So thank you for the support, bro. With your busy schedule, I just want to say I appreciate you. I love you, bro.
We're rooting for you, and you're gonna easily become Palm Beach County first Denzel Washington dog. I know you is,
got that right.
bro. Keep working, man.
Equalizer 14 coming up with Javon White.
Yes, sir.
Keep grinding.
Hey, man, God don't make mistakes, boy. We're rooting for you, bro.
Ever. And this individual who I want to shout out next, which is, of course, Palm Beach Gardens Gator, my fellow, brethren. We went to the right school. In addition to that, this individual opened up his restaurant. He opened up his heart. He ended up being our first guest of it. I'm talking about it was everything. We was on the road. We were out of the shop. Everything just fell into place. And I promise y'all, I have probably spent a good $5,000 at this restaurant, and every single dollar has been worth it because the food is amazing. Shed Lang from Boulevard Subs, hands down, on Blue Heron Boulevard in Imperial Plaza. You will not be disappointed. The one place I'm talking about, it's a guarantee. Somebody come to my house, man, I'm hungry.
You brought the whole family.
I know where we going.
Tell about the Super Bowl party.
Oh yeah. Cater the Super Bowl party for me. And all these different wings and subs, and it was amazing. He is definitely somebody that we appreciate. If I ever have business meetings, I'm telling y'all, it's one way to say you support black business, but it's another thing to show it. Right. If I have a meeting, I'm having it at his restaurant. These are things that we need to make sure that our community understands. Too.
Well, let me. I don't know how much time we got if we done.
Hey, who we work for?
Nobody.
Okay.
So let me just say another thing. That whole strip,
yes,
is pretty much for the most part black owned.
Yeah.
Miss Ford, I don't know the name of her fruit stand, but she has a fruit stand. I think.
Sweet Life Nutrition.
Go visit her.
Yeah,
please.
Sweet Life Nutrition.
She watched the show and she.
We talked to her the other day because we was at Sheds.
Well, we gonna have a discussion about.
She told us. She already told us.
Okay,
trust me.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Go check her out.
Yes.
Go check out William Wells. He's a barber around here.
Yes, headliners.
But the whole strip, man.
Yeah.
Black on. Now, this is just east of S Avenue on it's MLK now?
No, it's Blue Heron.
It's Blue Heron.
It's Blue Heron?
Yeah.
Okay, Blue Heron. They should,
the Imperial Plaza. Once you pass S Avenue.
Because MLK is 8th.
Yeah, they changed that.
Okay.
Yeah, and Barack Obama is Dixon.
There we go. There we go. See.
So stop in there, man. Get you some food. Get your hair cut. Get you some fruit. Go have your good time. Support black business.
Yeah, it's right there. And a lot of people don't. If you don't know how to do it, that's how you do it. Just show up. Show up.
Yeah.
Hey, you can talk. You can talk. Everybody can talk a big fight, but why are you fighting when you're not doing? When you're not. When you become a doer, you won the fight. Just like he was saying, Brother Javon, come to him no matter where he at. He show love. Pull up. Show up. And talk smack to somebody else that want to hear that. We don't. Show up.
So, with that, I'll let you say goodbye, and I'll let you say goodbye. Now, go ahead and finish up. We're gonna do only English.
I'm feeling getting it back.
No fala Portuguese.
Oh shit! That boy done went across that water.
Somebody came out of here.
All right. for those that don't know, I'm DJ Timo from Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, watch our shows, give us some advice. Catch you on the next episode. Well, actually, I'll catch you on this mix. Thank you.
Yeah, come a second. I'm El Spanko. I'm actually the Cuts and Hits, Cuts and Bruises, and I hope you guys like that show. You got a lot of work to do. You got a couple of things to type in to get your code for the gear. You actually, work. Hey, it's all fun. We showing love, y'all show love. You know what I mean? See you. Hope this mix coming right now. Right. Not, I'm talking about rats. R-A-T, rat now.
And of course, I am Bruises Kinetic from the now world famous Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. Because I'm going to take that and I'm going to claim it because them 50 people in the UK that don't check this out and the people in Australia that don't check this out makes us worldwide. So I'm going to claim it all day long.
Hey, that's what it is. What it is. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Take that.
Yes.
You're damn right.
In my P. Diddy voice.
Yes.
Take that.
Thank you. God bless everybody. We love y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Yes.